In this video, I'm going to be testing out two different EF to L mount lens adapters with the Panasonic S1 and the Canon 50mm F1.8. Here's the story. Currently, if you're looking for an adapter so you can use your EF lenses on your Panasonic S1, S1R, S1H, or even the newly released S5, you've got two choices: the Sigma MC-21 and the Fotodiox ND Throttle Fusion. Both allow you to mount and control your EF lenses, including single autofocus, aperture, and image stabilization. Unfortunately, neither adapter allows you to use continuous autofocus. The Fotodiox, however, has one extra party trick, and that comes in the form of a variable neutral density filter, ranging from a minimum of 2 stops up to 8 stops. So let's have a look and see how the footage looks with these two adapters. And now we are on the Panasonic S1 with the Sigma MC adapter and the Canon 50mm F1.8. And this is what the footage looks like. We're currently at ISO 4000, we're at an f-stop of f4, we have a 60 shutter speed, and this is the footage. And now let's just test out the lens and go to a full open f1.8. And now we've changed the ISO to 640, we've changed the f-stop to f1.8, and this is what the footage looks like now in the same room, just with a few tweaks on the camera. I haven't really changed the lighting in this scenario, I only tweaked it maybe just 1 or 2%, and this gives you a little bit of an idea of what the two different ISOs do to this shooting environment. And now we'll just test out the autofocus. So I have the Lumix Sync app in front of me, so I'm just going to push autofocus. And I have it set to a one area autofocus, and there's a square directly over my face, and we are still autofocusing. And now we're in focus. Yes, we are in focus. So the focusing does take a little bit of time on the Sigma MC-21 adapter. I think we've pretty much milked this adapter for all it's worth with this lens right now, so let's now jump over to the Fotodiox. And now we've swapped over to the Fotodiox adapter, and I've changed the settings a little bit because this adapter has a minimum of 2 stops of ND. So when I put the lens onto this adapter onto the Panasonic S1 with the settings that I had previously with the Sigma MC-21 adapter, it was a little bit dark. So I've changed the ISO to 4000. I've also put the f-stop to f4, and then to get more light, I just turned up the aperture 120D with the lantern modifier. So it's now set to 67%, and before it was set to about 44%. Also, to get the colors right in this video, I'm using the x-rite color checker passport video. And in each shot, I'm just recording myself with the color checker in front of my face, just so I can get the colors proper. And in this shot right now, this is without any color correcting. This is what it looks like with a normal LUT. And then when I use the color correcting with the color checker, this is what the footage now looks like. So as you can see with the Fotodiox adapter, there is a little bit of a color shift, but this is all fixable in post. Also, just as a side note, the white balance that I'm using isn't a custom white balance, it's just the daylight white balance that is standard in the Panasonic S1. So this is what it looks like at f4, and now we're going to try autofocus. So I'm just going to push the AF button on the Lumix Sync app, and it is now going to try and get autofocus, and it stopped. So I'm going to push it again, and now I can hear it ticking away. I can see the lens trying to get my focus. Still ticking away. And now I'm in focus, I think. Yes, double checking, good. Yes, and now I'm in focus. Also, one thing to note, when I was swapping over the Sigma MC-21 adapter to the Fotodiox adapter, which is on right now, when I tried to get control of the lens through the Lumix Sync app, it wasn't showing that the camera was registering that there was a lens on the actual camera. So I've found a couple of times that when I've tried to put this adapter on with an electronic lens, that the electronics don't pick up, and you have to take the adapter off, turn it back on, or you need to turn the camera off and then on again. So that is a little bit of a downer when using this lens adapter, but there are workarounds, and so far it hasn't stopped me from being able to record. It's just kind of slowed the process down. Okay, so this is what it looks like at f4. Let's bump it up now to f1.8. And now I've fully opened the aperture up to 1.8, and I've changed the ISO from 4000 to 640 now, and I've also increased the intensity of the aperture 120D just to balance out the light that I lost and gained as well with all those different camera changes. And just for fun, let's see how the autofocus plays now. So I push the AF and it's not going in focus, so it stopped. I'll push it again. And just a reminder, this is one area autofocus with the square directly over my face. I'm still trying to find focus. Now I'm in focus. So it does take a little bit of time. It doesn't seem to really be performing any better than the Sigma MC-21 adapter. So if you're looking for an adapter that has lightning fast autofocus, well, neither of them really live up to those kind of claims. And also with the current camera settings and lighting setup as well, this is a bit more of a darker, moodier look. I'll change the ISO back to 4000, try to brighten this room up, just so you can see what a more daytime look may look like. And now we're back to ISO 4000, and we're still at f1.8, and I've changed the aperture 120D to be 25% now. So before it was about 79%, and now it's 25%. So you can really see how the ISO and the lighting and the f-stop all really do play a part in giving whatever environment you're shooting in a specific type of look. But let me know what kind of look you like. Do you like the dark, more moody look, or do you like the brighter, more daytime look? And that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to this channel for more videos on video creation in the future.